There is a window of opportunity before us, a window through which we can very clearly see the end of AIDS within my lifetime. We cannot afford to let the window close.
Our villages are far away from the health centers. It's not easy for the mother to come with the child to the clinic. We are doing HIV testing in Lesotho, but we are missing children a lot.
Outreach is taking the services to the people at the community. We take these health services, comprehensive health services to the people themselves in their homes.
And so far it's been amazing. Much improvement that has been made over many years here, and the work that's being done.
We give a health talk to everyone on the importance of testing for HIV, so everyone tests.
So if there is a red line here, it means the child blood has got some HIV antibodies, meaning the child is infected with the virus. I'm going to take the mother along with the child for initiation on ARVs for the child and for registration for the child. If we weren't here, the mother wouldn't have known the HIV status of the child. But now the mother knows the status of the child. I think that's really making a difference for these children who is infected.
I suggest to you that accepting people regardless of age, race, gender, ethnicity, and sexual orientation is today the measure of an open, tolerant, and democratic society. This is a moral imperative. Let us not fail each other.
South Africa has a very large HIV problem, but it's a generalized problem, and it has for many years been seen as something that affects predominantly women. But within that, there is an epidemic of HIV in gay men that has never had attention.
Any clergy, any pastor, any priest that approve of homosexuality is from the pit of hell.
Where LGBT people are stigmatized where they live, it stigmatizes the disease and the condition. So they don't come out and get HIV tests. They feel nervous about going on the medication, about being labeled or branded as someone with HIV.
Most of the people, they don't like gays. They call us names. So we are living in the fear most of the time.
Gay people get killed. I was running, everybody wanted to kill me just because I was dancing.
We really have to go in and attack the root of the problem, and that's the stigmatization and the lack of safe access to treatment and advice and counseling.
There hasn't been a broad acceptance in terms of men who have sex with men as part of community, so men tend to hide their activities.
Health for Men, our program, was set up to address that by training medical staff, by reaching out to communities, by providing education.
Okay, do you know anything about HIV? No.
I think it's very difficult to put in perspective how it is here on the ground and the community here. And so it's been very insightful for me to see what can be done to change that mindset, because I think to addressing the AIDS issue, the HIV, the mindset needs to be changed.
We have two different approaches. The one is to improve access to services, and to that we train a number of clinics. We train all the kinds of staff in a clinic to be aware and not discriminate, and we train clinicians to understand how to provide the right kind of care.
Our services are open to everyone, and everyone gets treated equally.
Great, great, great. How are you feeling today?
I'm okay.
Are you okay?
It's just one of those days.
Is it?
I'm also part of the LGBTI community as well. So when they come and access such services, I think trust becomes automatically established because they are dealing with somebody that understands their own worldview.
And I can be myself, I can do whatever that I want, but with respect, and they're going to treat me with respect as well. So yeah, it brought a lot of change.
When you give people love and you show them compassion, they feel like they've got the world at their doorstep and that things become possible rather than impossible.
So these are some of the guys that do outreach on a day-to-day basis.
We have a campaign called We the Brave, and We the Brave is more a lifestyle campaign. It's very positive about sex, it's positive about sexual orientation. It's really saying, we understand that you're brave enough to be gay, in fact. You've faced all sorts of challenges in your life, so you should be brave enough to take control of your sexual health and brave enough to prevent or treat HIV.
If you're HIV positive, there's going to be medication, there's life after HIV. You know, we try and convince them, as a counselor or an ambassador will do.
I'm gay, I'm proudly gay, and I believe in, how could I say it, as a movement for people, and also mobilizing people and telling them how to be gay and being proud of who they are.
If we can provide the right access to treatment, the right access to prevention, we will impact not only on the community of gay men, but we will impact on the whole country's HIV epidemic.
We need people to be included, to feel love and to feel compassion. Without that ingredient in this whole mixture of medicine and everything else, then we face an ongoing battle. The world needs compassion.
Elton John AIDS Foundation is tremendous, because otherwise the government alone wouldn't have done this. Now, you know, there's hope for life.
I'm very optimistic about an AIDS-free future. We have to work on it, and we have to put the effort into it. And I think that Elton John's AIDS Foundation is doing a fantastic job, of course, in doing so.
I think people have to realize that the commitment is ongoing. We have a lot more work to do. It's still the largest disease affecting our planet, and we have to continue fighting consistently.